I want us to talk about soil, the types of soil that we have, and so that we can know what to look at when we are doing apple farming. So hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are watching me from. This is Terry Apple. So how are you? And this is a wonderful day today. I want us to talk about soil, the types of soil that we have, and so that we can know what to look at when we are doing apple farming. It is very hot in Kenya today, this afternoon, and so I decided to do red cape. So I want us to focus on soil, and especially where I am doing my farming now, my apple farming now, I have a type of soil that is so tricky. If you are unable to control the soil or to know what to put at a particular time, you may end up finding that you're having challenges with your own fruits or your own plants. So I want you to name the types of soil that you know, and I have few. I have clay soil, I have sandy soil, I have silt soil, I have chalky soil like the one I have. I'm going to explain more of a chalky soil that I'm doing now. I have lead volcanic soil, I have loam soil, and I have peat soil. In all those types, 7 types of soil that I have mentioned, I believe now you know the types of soil that you are using to do apple farming. All peaches, all dragon fruits, all oranges, and you know what your soil requires. For me, like today, I'm going to talk about the chalky soil, and this is the chalky soil that I have. You can see it is a bit locky, and it is a bit like it doesn't have a lot of nutrients when you look at it. It has some few stones like this. On this farm, I am dealing with chalky soil, and chalky soil is well known as basic soil. That is the name that we give the soil that we have today. It is a bit locky, and they can be moisture at time and don't dry up in summer. And these are the advantages of the soil that I have. They also have disadvantages. One thing that I have noted with the chalky soil, or the advantages of the chalky soil, it is that the soil warm up so quickly. Like you can see now, the soil is mixed up with stones, so the soil will keep that warmth, therefore speeding the growth of the plant. And the second advantage that I have noted with my chalky soil, or the basic soil, is that it can be able to retain the moisture. That is something that I have seen, and okay, also it will not dry up. It will not dry up during summer. So that is also another advantage with chalky soil that I have. And another thing, they rarely flood or become waterlogged. You can imagine when a river is passing through stones, it will just flow. That is what happens when there is a lot of rain or a lot of water. It will just flow. Those are the few advantages that I have noted with the chalky soil. Advantages I have seen in this soil, there are so many. But in between all these challenges, the best thing that I can say, congratulations to the what we are doing now or in apple farming, it is thriving even in our soil. So I can encourage those people with the chalky soil to continue, because it is thriving and it is doing good. So I want to share with you what we have found in the disadvantages of our chalky soil or the basic soil. Number one, when it is shallow on top, the soil are very free draining and have low fertility levels. Another thing is that it is difficult to dig, very difficult, because you can see it is locky. Like for example, this plant is only 1 month, and the reason we have put it on a high level, it is because we cannot dig beyond. You can feel the lock. It's just, you can feel the lock. Let me show you what I'm getting in I don't even know how many inches, like 4 or 5 inches. Let me show what I'm getting. This is the kind of soil that I'm getting. You can see this is purely stone. I've noted that many people who don't know how to give good input in the plants. For example, how we use the organic pellets, organic fertilizer, manure, and all these things. It is that in heavily chalky or alkaline soil, plants' growth may be poor, and plants in the leaves, you will find the leaves are turning yellowish because they are not getting enough nutrients. So it is very important that you know when your plant need the manure, when your plant need the water, when your plant need the pellets or the fertilizer, or even if you are using rabbit urine and all these things. So in my previous videos, I show you somewhere that I was spraying rabbit urine so that I can give for the pesticides, obvious, because it is used for pesticide, and also it is a foliar. So I was using it in two treatment to my farm or to my plants, one as a foliar and second as a pesticide. So as I want to show you something with this plant, if you can be able to remove the soil here, you will see the roots are very high like this. You can see my roots are uncovered. So the reason that the roots are uncovered, it is because I explained to you that we cannot go beyond here. All these are stones. So what we usually do, we pull up the soil to cover the roots. Like now, if my farm manager is not careful, like something I want to show you here that I have noted, my farm manager will come and pour in water. Yes, the plant is growing so well, but you can see the plant is like, it is not moving up. Why? Because you can see all these roots are drying up. They are all dead. But the plant can lie to you that it is growing up, but again it is drying up because the roots are uncovered. Remember, we cannot dig deep. So if he is not keen to pull the soil towards the plant to cover the roots, the plants will end up drying. In this farm, I'm going to take you a process of how I have been doing my apples and the steps that I have been following. The problem is that we really don't understand about our soil. First of all, understand about your soil, because now, for example, here I have my pellets. These are my pellets. It's an organic fertilizer, and in my pellets, this is a bag of 50 kg from my supplier. I usually buy it to make sure that my plants are good. Like for example, when I was planting my plants, that is 5 months ago, I used the pellets again, and now because the plants are on my knee, I have to use it again so that I can make sure that the nutrients are enough. So in most of Kenya, our soil is a bit rich, despite that we have also the chalky soil. Like now in Mount Kenya region and in Western, in all these regions, we have a rich soil. That is when you only use a handful like this to your plant, like this. You just use a handful. Like now in my case, I will have to use a glass. These are the big glass, 500 ml, the big glass, because my soil, it's not rich in nutrients, so I have to apply more pellets. And then if now, for example, you are like in other countries, like in other regions, like your soil is not, it is like silt soil, you can use like 300 ml. That is the small glass of 300 ml, or maybe it's also equivalent to a handful like this. So that is how we measure the pellets. So I have said that when I was planting my apples, I used the pellets fertilizer to ensure that there is nutrients. As far as I had also mixed my soil very well with the manure, I also insisted on using the pellets or organic fertilizer. The second thing that it is that this bag of fertilizer, it has an eco balance to spray to my leaves. This one I usually use after planting my apples. In 10 to 14 days I used it, and now that the plant is 5 months, it is almost my knee, I will use it again. So if you buy this, or you buy any eco-hancer, how to use it, you will find it in the bottle. You'll find all the instructions in the bottle. So what we have done into this soil, because now I think you can be able to see there is a difference between that side and this side. It is that we have applied a lot of manure in this farm. Remember, as we said, it is a bit locky and it is a bit sandy, and it is a bit low, some big particles. So we have mixed with manure, until now we get a nice soil. Like we have just watered. If it was a bit dry, maybe you could have sensed the but now you can see we have used a lot of manure. But again, we are using well compost manure above 60 days and above, so that we can apply it well in our soil. So in this case, I'm going to demonstrate on how to use the pellets on my plants. And also, after using the pellets on my plants, I'm going to spray the enhancer to the leaves. Remember, it is at 5 months. In this case now, we have to prepare where we are going to put our pellets on. We just don't come and put them and leave them. We have to prepare a surface area where we are going to pour our pellets around, and then after pouring our pellets, we are going to bury with the soil, with the same soil. And then remember, you should not leave it like this, especially now that it is very hot, even because you don't know whether it will rain or not. So the most important thing is, after using your pellets, organic pellets, you are supposed to, or even manure, you are supposed to water your plant. So remember, so now I'm going to apply the pellets, and remember, don't tamper with the roots, but again we have to uncover the roots a bit, so that we are going to know where we are going to put the pellets around, like that, just away from the roots. But remember, it is not so far away. So now, after applying my fertilizer, or organic fertilizer, I'm going to pull in the soil like this, so that I can cover now the pellets like that, bringing the soil towards the plant like that. So after covering like that completely, I told you have to add in some water like that, so that the pellets will start dissolving. Now what we are remaining is applying the eco hands.